All right, so hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com. Welcome to another video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand new to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button down below so when I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified. Right, so in today's video, I'd like to discuss with you or actually tell you some tricks and explain to you how to hack Google indexing system, right? Which will essentially includes on how to index new pages, new backlink pages faster as well, right? So I'm pretty sure you've been noticing like very lately, or actually for quite some times now, that you've been like it's been very hard to get new pages indexed on Google, right? And you might have found yourself in a situation where you find your pages are normally in the bucket or in the search console saying that the pages are discovered but currently not indexed, or something like crawled but currently not indexed, right? So you might have seen these excluded tab in the coverage report, like from time to time, right? And you might be wondering like how to really get these pages indexed, right, on Google. So just to let you know that Google will not index every page on your website. This is the first thing you need to understand. And that is because Google really prioritize or only chooses to index high quality pages. Why? Because according to the stats, there are roughly about 25 billion spammy pages identified or discovered by Google every day, right? So think about that. Every single day, Google discovered 25 billion spammy pages. And indexing comes with a cost, right? In order to index or store your web page into the database or to the server, there's a cost involved, right? So that's why Google cannot index each and every page on your website. Otherwise, it would just skyrocket their server costs and their storage costs, stuff like that. But I'm just gonna explain to you on a for a 30,000 foot view of how Google indexing engine actually works, just to help you understand it more, and so you can use it to your advantage and help prioritize or help increase the chance of your pages getting indexed, right? So without further ado, let's dive right in. So essentially, there are two parts to the Google indexing system. One is the index filter, and another is the index priority. Index filter essentially is a part in the system, like you can call like a gatekeeper. So every page that Google crawls first go through this indexing filter, where essentially it will kind of filter out all the spammy pages, low quality pages, and stuff like that. So first of all, if your pages are kind of like low quality things, pages such as auto generated content generated from AI, sure, you can use AI writing content tools, stuff like that, but you gotta make sure that your pages are high quality, right? So the indexing filter or the index filter will essentially first filter out all the spammy pages or potentially low quality pages. After that, next it will kind of look at the page priority. And what I mean by priority here means is how important that page is, um, you know uh, uh, relatively to compared to other pages on the web, right? So, Google will only choose to index high quality page, the page that has high priority, the page that it deems or thinks that it's gonna be, very useful to the users, and that is gonna bring a lot of value to the page, right, to the users, right? Which is why making sure that your site always maintain a high quality, always have a high quality content on your website. Make sure that you have good quality backlinks pointing to your website, and making sure that your site is in a constant demand, right, from people on the internet. Make sure that Google prioritize each and every page on your website higher, right? So first, remember, don't use any auto-generated content. Make sure your page is high quality enough, just to make sure that it passes the indexing filter or the gatekeeper. After that, you have to make sure that that page, whatever page you want to index, it has some priority to it, right? Make sure like it has some importance to it. So let's say if you just start a new site, obviously a new site is not something which Google would trust, right? So that's why new site or new pages are often given a low priority in the indexing queue, right? But if you want to kind of improve your priority, there's a couple of ways you can do it, right? So which will bring us to how to index new content fast, right? Or new, you can either index your new content fast or your new backlink page fast, right? Because essentially when you build a backlink, it is just a link coming from one page, right, to your page. So it is just indexing your backlink page, if you want to call it like that, right? So what some of the tips to index your new content fast are: number one, make sure the page you want to get indexed uh, is seen as important, right? So things such as building internal links to that page, like a lot. Like let's say you have a page A and you want to index this page fast. As soon as you publish this page, make sure you give some internal link to this page from the most important page on your website, right? Because these all are relative, right? So your website as well, to the entire web. So normally Google often gives importance to the homepage of any website, just to make sure you understand that, because homepage is the first page where users land on the page on the website, right? And that's why for any website, homepage is given the most priority to. And which is why probably you might see that your homepage indexed the fastest in most cases. And that is why that is because homepage is given a higher priority. So if you want to index any inner pages fast, give some internal link from the homepage, right? So give some internal links uh, from homepage or important pages. Again, right? So if you have other pages on your website that has high quality links going to it already, and that is having all other signals going to it already, then if you just give some internal link from that page to your newly created pages, that will kind of transfer the priority, right, to the new page. Okay, so number one, and number two, make sure your site is high quality, right? So Google doesn't just look at your page individually, it also looks at your entire website as well. Although the main concern or the priority is giving to the page, the entire website also kind of dictates the overall website priority in the indexing process as well. So make sure that your entire website has is a high quality. You have to make sure that you consistently publish high quality content, and that your content is being demanded, or if like people like your content, people share your content consistently, people like to link to your content consistently, right? Like make sure there's some activity going on your website, on every page on your website, right? As much as you can. This will raise your entire website priority up, and this will make sure that whenever you publish any new page, it will get indexed very fast. Okay, and the third tip here is to get Google to crawl your new page fast, right? So get Google to crawl your new page faster. So how can you do that? There, I have a video on my channel which share a special tricks on how to kind of index your backlink page faster. I'll link the link in the description. You can check it out. But essentially, you're just gonna build some links which you can control to your new page, right? It can be any link that Google can easily crawl and access. So one of the ways here is to build is to have a link on a page on your website. Let's say you have, this is your site, this is your backlink page, and this is your website. So let's say if your website is crawled often, if people Google visit your website very often, if you just give a backlink from your website to your backlink page, this will help Google discover your backlink page faster. Another way here is to insert your link in the YouTube new video, right? So this is something which I've been testing for a while, and it's been working very beautifully. And that is, you can index your new page within like 6 hours or 4 hours. You can call instantly. You can call like that by just having a link to your new page, or to any page that you want to rank, that you want to get indexed into your YouTube video description, right? Because I don't know if you have noticed, but YouTube videos get indexed within like 2 minutes or 10 seconds, I think. So, if you publish a new video, and if the video has a link to your page, and if that video gets crawled and indexed within like 10 seconds, then obviously Google can easily find your new page fast, right? Because the sooner you give the exposure to your new page via backlink from your YouTube videos, the faster you're going to get indexed, right? So, it's very simple. You can create a new YouTube channel, publish, a couple of videos, and you can try it, right? I've seen a lot of great success with this process method, and it works really well, right? So the logic here is just to get Google to crawl your new page faster. You can either, use any of the web 2.0s, right? If you have web 2.0s that is constantly crawled by Google, that is constantly visited by the bots, you can essentially use that web 2.0 to link to your new page as well. Or easily, like I said, use YouTube videos, which essentially gets indexed within like 10 seconds, right? Because if you think about it, you publish a new YouTube videos which has a link to your website, to your new page. Google sees it instantly, index the videos, and start crawling the link to your new page, right? I hope it makes sense to you. So yeah, these are like the things that you need to understand: indexing filter, indexing priority. Make sure that your content is high quality enough and it's not anything spammy, just to make sure you pass the indexing filter, and make sure that your page is of high priority, right? So priority here means how important that page is. One of the things that Google looks at is backlinks. So if your page has many good quality links pointing to it, it will be given as a high priority. Like, I'm not sure if you have noticed it, but if you check any page on your website that has lots of good backlinks pointing to it, you see that that page gets crawled very often, right? Or gets cached very often, and that's the reason why. Right, so I hope this video found you valuable. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.